Hello, this is my introduction for Module 1 for AEP 855. About me, my name is Christopher Dirks. I'm 26 years old. I graduated from Linfield College in McMinnville, Oregon. I have a major in mathematics and a minor in education. I live in Hood River, Oregon, where I teach at Hood River Valley High School. I went to school here, so it was a good transition for me to come back and work with some of the teachers that I had. Our school is roughly 45% Hispanic. I was actually born in Painesville, Ohio. Professional information, I'm starting my 5th year of teaching. I teach high school math. I taught alternative school for my first 3 years as well, so I kind of went back and forth. I'm the head varsity basketball coach. I just finished my 3rd season doing that. And we made the playoffs for the first time in 25 years, so that was a cool experience for me. And I'm pursuing my master's to become an administrator. Some personal information. I recently got married. She coaches track at the same school. Here's a picture. We have a house that's pretty much on Mount Hood. We're about 30 minutes from Timberline Lodge. We have a dog. She's Blue Heeler Lab. Her name's Shady. She's in that picture as well. And I'm recently an uncle. They live 2 miles up the road, so that's been a fun experience. Review of Chapter 1. So why do politics influence schools but not necessarily move school leaders to take action based on politics? I think a lot of that has to do with school demographics, at least in our area. With being 45% Hispanic, a lot of the political action that's taken place recently has caused a lot of discomfort with students and their families. Politics are often, or public schools are often at the mercy of politics, so they are influencing the schools a lot. But recently, there's been more of a movement for school leaders to take action based on these politics, whereas before that wasn't necessarily the case. Why did standards focus on outcomes and seemingly split the work and skills of a profession from the knowledge and wisdom of that profession? School leaders today are more focused on students and their families, and so as that's happening, school leaders are more focused on either kind of sharing their knowledge and wisdom and taking in the knowledge and wisdom of families and students, and not necessarily focused on as much the educational outcomes and the work and the skills, and it's more about including more including families and including students in the process. Why the standards evolved to explicitly call for school leaders' direct action. So in a lot of cases, schools operate as special districts, and they use, the politics of the state, the politics of the nation. But at the end of the day, they're kind of creating the special district and the rules and the politics that go along with that themselves. And so in these cases, the school leaders are responsible for taking action to create the best learning environment for all students and stakeholders, so as to include their families. Why school leaders must become political advocates on behalf of their students and families. Students and families, at least in our area, rely heavily on the school system. There's free summer school programs for migrant workers. We're very agricultural based in our area, and a lot of these families live in fear based on a lot of the politics that have been taking place recently. And so that's why school leaders need to make a lot of decisions based on students and families. Why do politics surrounding educational policies provide the strongest connection between what school leaders feel and do and their abilities to strategically think about and handle it all? So politics surrounding school policies limit or empower school leaders. The wrong policies could make it difficult for school leaders to implement plans. So with me, politics and decisions. So politics should impact my decision-making process and educational leadership decisions. Currently, I do not take enough. I do not do enough research. I don't pay enough attention to politics. As a younger teacher, I kind of relied on the veteran teachers who I had as teachers. Just kind of talking with them to formulate my opinion instead of really taking time to learn myself. And so generationally, politics were all around, but not really talked about in school. So I don't remember my teachers really having well, I'm sure they had opinions. That they didn't talk about their opinions or politics much in school. So I wasn't really into that stuff. So I definitely need to focus on that more. School leadership goes hand in hand with politics, and going into my 5th year, it's time for me to be more focused on that. And the deeper I get into this program, getting my administration license, I realize the broad scope administration has, and that's the politics part of it is way lacking for me. Um, and so personal improvement, I just need to make myself more aware. I need to take the time to do that, so that when it's my turn to be a school leader, I have those tools and I have that knowledge, and I can make decisions that are the best for my students and families in my district. So thank you for listening.